Would you date a Mexican? You gotta look into what is really going on before you make judgments. Even if someone is stressing me out, there's always like a good I can see in that person or them. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be basically marking 10 years of me opening ItsSimplyAless and 2 years coming back. So for this video, I wanted to make it special. I kind of did a poll asking what you guys wanted to see. There's kind of a tie, but I think people wanted to see a Q&A, so that's what we're gonna do. Be answering your questions and I'm excited to go through them. I wanted to tell you that you are very gorgeous and cute. Thank you. What do you think of Elon Musk getting backlash and hated on by all these left-wing people after they found out that he stood up for the trucker convoy in Canada? Sub to ItsSimplyAless. Thank you. Okay, we're starting off with a bang. I haven't looked much into the whole situation, but basically I know that he basically kind of was like defending the convoy. It's like they're trying to take away our freedom of speech. It's like if we agree with things, if we agree with protests, we're considered all these different names. But if you really look into the protest and what it's about, why are you saying that? Like, that's the thing with people. They're just so quick to be like, no, you're this, you're that, da 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 da. But they're not really looking into what it really is. Plus, if he says he supports a protest, it's not like he's saying he supports a freaking terrorist group or something. Like, this is what I don't understand. People, it's just like they don't really like look into what they're saying. They're just kind of going off with the general like public says. If you look at really what happened during it, you'll see that this isn't some white supremacist organization. I'm not saying I'm taking sides, but you gotta look into what is really going on before you make judgments. So what are your main goals in YouTube for the future? To inspire as many people as possible. Maybe have people see things from a different perspective. I don't want to say like a subscriber count, a view count, because let's say only 100 people watch my videos. That's 100 people that are watching my videos and are probably getting entertained by it. Maybe they're having a laugh, maybe it's making their day. So I'm not gonna say like a subscriber number, but I guess a main goal is just to make people smile. What do you think about feet photos? Okay, it's just this joke, if you guys are new here, of like foot model as a joke, because people have like made comments about my feet before, not on YouTube, but like when they've been. Long story. I mean, it's funny because people can actually make money just by doing this. I mean, would you do it? Let me ask you a question. Would you do it? Have you ever cheated on someone? Would you do it, and why? Absolutely not. I would never, and I haven't. I'm not even gonna go into it. Like, why in your right mind would you do that to someone? This is actually one of my worst fears anyways. So I cannot do that upon someone else. It's bad on my conscience. It's a bad action, a bad faith. Words can't even describe it because it's such an immoral thing to do. Like, I wouldn't do it. What is your life purpose? Okay, this is a very deep question, but I feel like what I have gathered, because we all have a purpose here, and from what I can see so far, I think one of my purposes, or it has to do with helping people, healing people, making people smile, something with me making an impact on other people's lives. Love makes you weak. Do you believe in true love? Yeah, I believe in love. I believe love is stronger than hate, than fear. I think love always wins. Does love make you weak? I guess, like, weak in like melting, tingly way, I guess. Would you like to be super famous? Yes or not? I actually had this conversation, like, I think a few weeks ago. I would not want to be super famous because then all eyes are on you. It would make me more anxious. Would I want like maybe like a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe up to 100,000 like viewers? Yeah, sure. Or like views. But like when it gets to like the millions, when you get to like mainstream level, that's where, you know, the groups and like, you know, the brand deals, they try to come after you and try to like change you. And, you know, I already have anxiety. I don't think I'm meant to be someone famous. Not because of the way I am, but because of like my anxiety and like the paparazzi, the press. Everyone's always watching you. All eyes are on you. And that's something I hate. I hate being watched and stuff. So I would not want to be super famous, if that counts as super famous. I'm most grateful for, you know, although I say like I have a lot of medical conditions, mental and physical, and, you know, like family problems, I'm thankful that I have my basic needs met and there are people around me that care about me. What is the most important thing you've learned in life? Well, I am still young, but what I've learned important is just go with the flow, in a sense where try not to think too deeply of things and kind of like trust in yourself, trust your gut, believe in God, because things will work out in the end, and just kind of keep it moving type of thing. Yeah, that's what I can think of at the top of my head. What is important for you in a friend? A lot of things. I'm super picky and I have high standards for, you know, a lot of personal reasons, but I would just say loyalty, honesty, kindness, authenticity, just like those things are very important to me. Like, people that are like they think outside the box, in a sense where they're not like, oh, like they follow just like mainstream things and like the cultures, like the drug, sex, culture, like all that. No. Gotta think maturely. Would you date a Mexican? Does this answer it for you? Like, I love the culture. I love the culture. Okay, I think what the world should do is just be calmer and just like think more about other people. Don't be so consumed on yourself. Try to put yourself in other people's shoes, and I think like the world would be like better and people would understand more if people tried to put themselves in others' shoes more. Se te quiere, niña. Okay, this one wasn't anonymous and I don't understand, but sé quién eres, amigo. I know who you are. It's would you date a Mexican even if he has a typical Mexican name like Carlos or Antonio? Again, ironic. The names, it doesn't matter. How many countries have you traveled to and which? So not trying to brag, of course, but like this is the question. But I've traveled to, so I live in Canada, Italy, the US, Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica, some islands in the Caribbean, and yeah. It's because basically I've gone on like 2 cruises before, and like the cruises stop at islands like in Bahamas, Barbados, so like a few different places. But it's always been on like the western side of the world, and Italy, of course. Who in your life is stressful for you and why? I'm not gonna say it's one particular person, but I can say it's particular things that people are doing that are stressing me out. I feel like even if someone is stressing me out, there's always like a good I can see in that person or them. I would just say like a few different things. This is something I'm noticing a lot too. I get like shut down a lot sometimes, like in a sense where I'm like telling someone honestly how I feel, how they made me feel, and then they just shut it down. Oh, like why do you always have to mention something? Because if I don't mention something, it bottles up and then it explodes. How can we fix things when we don't address the problems? You know? Like, you guys can do the same with me. It's not just me doing it at everybody else. That's just something that, yeah. So last question, in what situation would you say you had to be selfish? When you put other people first and you start to actually get sick, like mentally and physically sick, you gotta put yourself first. And I would say like a situation is, I had to put my foot down because I didn't like the way that the person was handling the situation. I didn't like how I was being treated. You know, I was just tired. I'm like, no. I don't know if it's selfish, but it's just something I had to do for myself. Just like push away. So yeah, guys, those are the questions. Thank you so much for answering, or thank you guys so much for asking these questions. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave down below what you want to see next. Have a good day, guys. Ciao.